DMZ TV. This is your host, Dutch, and today we have
Daniella Vega. I'm founder of Women's Empire Network.
we have a beautiful show for you today, so let's get started. So Daniella, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, Dutch. Well, I am originally from New Jersey, but I've been living in Florida for the last almost 16 years. I moved out here as a young woman. I was only 17 years old, and I've really just, made my way throughout this time. And I'm here today as a empowered woman, a leader, something that I've developed throughout the years through my experiences, and I'm here to share that with everyone else.
Awesome. So today we're going to talk about her company, and it's very interesting because it caught my attention. So tell us a little bit about this company you're running.
All right, so Women's Empire Network was something that came to me some time ago. It was actually over the summer. It was kind of just started as an idea, something that God placed in my heart through reading the Word of God and how it has inspired me to live a purposeful life. So this is something that I want to share with other young women. I feel that many women walk around society and the way of life nowadays. So we're constantly focused on how we look and how people perceive us, and not really focusing on ourselves internally. Beauty comes from within, and that's something that we really have to figure out throughout life and through our experiences. And something that I have learned throughout the years is that you have to first work on yourself before you can be a blessing to other people. So that's why I started this company. Women's Empire Network is really built to unite other women and educate them on living a purposeful life through the Word of God and becoming the women that God created us to be.
Awesome, Daniela. Now, I work with a lot of young models out there, and what kind of advice can you give them to be more stronger woman and more empowered?
Well, I'm a big believer in manifestation. And with that comes a lot of self-awareness. And one thing that I have discovered that works for me is I literally will look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, that I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am loved, I'm unique, I'm special, I'm wonderful. It's about how you speak words and positivity into your life that empowers me to do the same for others. The power of the tongue, we hear that a lot, and it's so true that what you speak is what manifests in your life. And if you're speaking, words that diminish you, or you allow people to do those things to you, that's what you're speaking over your life, and you cannot, live a positive and empowered life in that way. So my advice would be is to always speak positivity into your life. Always, talk to yourself as if you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are the best. That way you empower yourself to do the things that you want to do. So that would be one of the things that I would advise women to do.
I have another question. What about these young ladies out there that have relationship issues? What kind of advice can you give them?
Well, the first thing is I believe we're creatures of habit, right? And we treat ourselves as such many times. And we go through these cycles of relationships where we repeat the same behaviors over and over again. And this is actually one thing that I'm focusing, Women's Empire Network around, is that we have to break the chains. Like I said, we're creatures of habit, and we repeat these cycles in our lives. And a lot of it comes from our ancestry, and maybe this could be case by case, but I've seen in many situations that women, men, it doesn't matter. We're repeating the same cycles of, our great grandparents, our grandparents and our parents, when it comes to divorce or being a single mom or, career wise, like, oh, I shouldn't go to college because, nobody in my family went to college. Well, you have to break those cycles, emotional cycles, cycles of, not being productive or not wanting more out of life because you're, used to seeing others in your life not advance because of those things. And I think it's very important that women realize, and again, it goes back to self-awareness and seeing and realizing who you are as a person, where you want to go, who you want to be, and forget relationships in a sense. Look at yourself and who you are, what you represent, and go from there. How you want to be treated, how you want to treat other people. It has to come to a point where you break those habits and find what works for you and what makes you happy and what allows you to live that purposeful and full life that you are entitled to. And that's one of the biggest things is we're constantly repeating the same habits, the same behaviors in our relationships, and that's what doesn't allow those fruitful relationships to really happen.
I can pick her brain for hours because I love to talk. But anyways, can you give us some last suggestions or talk about the company? Some last things that you would like to add for the viewers out there?
Absolutely. Well, there's tons of things that I would like to see. The direction that I want to see this company go in. But number one thing is I really want to inspire other women. And so the first thing that we're going to be doing this year in the spring, we'll have our first women's empowerment workshop where we'll come together with a group of women and just, first of all is figuring out is why we were created. And we are created in the image of God. So what does that mean? So that's going to be basically the topic of our first workshop, really finding out who we are as women on this earth, what our mission is, why did God create us to join man, and make him so much better. We do make you so much better, or at least help, right? We're your helpers, and we are just such wonderful beings, and that we gotta get to the basis of who we are as people. So that's going to be the topic of our first workshop this year, and there'll be more to it. Obviously, we're not just going to talk about why we were created, but how do we get to that place where we are ready to enjoy the fullness of our lives and enjoy the purpose and start living that purpose. So we'll be doing that first off in this spring. So I'll be announcing a date really soon, and we're gonna start there. I'm so excited. It's a lot of work because I'll be honest with everybody. I still have a full-time job. I not only have Women's Empire Network that I'm trying to start from scratch and really build it up, but I also own another company called Lila Valentina Beauty that most people know me from, and I partner with Motives Cosmetics, which is an amazing cosmetic line, so make sure you guys check that out. I'm also a full-time mom. I have a little girl who's almost 4 years old this year. She's so cute. I love her. Her name is Lila Valentina. So I named the company after her as well. She's my inspiration. She's everything, and at the end of the day, what we do in this life doesn't matter unless we have somebody else to enjoy it with, and she's my world, she's my everything, and everything I do it for her, and that's that.
That's perfect. Now, for the viewers out there, how can they reach you? Let us know about your websites or your social media plugins, how can they reach you?
Absolutely. So right now, on the personal side, Daniella Vega on Facebook. That's probably the easiest thing. Second, I have my Lila Valentina Beauty on Instagram and on Facebook. So look that up. And our Women's Empire Network page is also being built right now, so stay tuned. As far as websites, I have lilavalentinabeauty.com, where you can book services, either if it's makeup services, image consulting, as well as the Motives Cosmetics line.
I love having you here on the show, and I hope we can do some more shows together. So hopefully you'll get to see her in the future.
Absolutely, and I hope so, Mr. Dutch. No, I'm totally kidding. Guys, it's been such a pleasure sharing my company with you and a little bit of who I am. I thank you, Dutch. And guys, don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, guys. So don't forget, leave a comment below and hit the like button if you like the video. And if you have any suggestions for next shows, just let us know. DMZ TV. Till the next time.